Welcome back, guys. This is episode 5 now.
Yes, bro.
Okay.
All right.
That was the intro.
Ready?
All right.
That was Param trying. Now let the mask go. Yo, guys, what's up? Oh, shit. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to KTMX episode 5. It's just the two of us. I guess the strongest remain, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Then there were two.
Only
the
tallest remain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Only the brown and the profound.
Next week it's just me, right? Next week it's just gonna be me.
Next week, no one.
Anyway.
So how you been, bro?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
This week is a little bit freestyle. We didn't have any writing points. We didn't have any talking points, so we're just gonna go off the bat, see how we go. Anyway, what I did want to talk to you about was your cadetship. And
yes, sir.
1, how you got it. 2,
yep.
What you had to do once you were a cadet, once you're in your cadetship.
Yep.
And 3, why you dropped it.
Facts. Alright, so got the cadetship in year 12. Essentially, the way I got it, there's an application, you know, as always, Google search, you type up cadetships, find it, and you apply. There was 2 interviews, and yeah, I landed the job. Pretty straightforward. And yeah, Param, feel free to add context whenever I'm talking, or like add any questions and shit. Working was pretty cool. Aside from the COVID part, which was very hard to work at home, the work was fun because, you know, you're actively working on stuff that really matters. That gets sent out to the client. You're learning every day.
It's an application. It's an application of what you're learning, pretty much.
100%. Yeah, and I was learning accounting back then as well. So like, what you would do accounting is not completely what you were applying, but at the same time, like the theories and the principles were required for working on the job. I was doing stuff like tax returns, working with trusts, setting up companies. And then that's like more of the actual technical side. Then on the other side, you have like the interpersonal skills that you create, talking with managers, interacting with colleagues in your team, even writing up draft emails to send to your manager who edits through them and then sends it to the client. You know, starting a process from scratch, learning throughout the entire thing by sitting next to someone, and then replicating it yourself for maybe like 2020 year, 2019 financial year, and so forth. Yeah, like that. So that's basically what work was.
Just a good insight into like your working life and what you're going to be doing for like pretty much the rest of your life. But what I wanted to ask was like, how'd you land it? As in, what did you have to do in year 12 specifically to make sure to give you the edge over other people that were trying? Because I know it was really competitive. I know that. That what you, Isaac, and Alex were going for was really competitive, and like
yes, sir.
We were all pretty surprised when all 3 of us got it. All 3 of you guys got it. The boys. The boys earning 150k 1 year out of uni.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is true. We were popping off when you put it that way. Yeah. Like that's a really good question as well, because so differentiating yourself, right? Year 12, actually it takes a few years to build up. St. John's Cadetship, right? It's just St. John Cadetship, Ambulance Australia, right? First aid cadet. Essentially, I volunteered around like 150 hours with them. Not only was I passionate about doing something like that, it was quite enjoyable. You know, once a week you go learn and you train with them, first aid, life-saving skill. Aside from that, you get to go out on duty, right? Which is basically at like big events, New Year's fireworks, Vivid, you know, Easter show. You get to go out at these events for free. You get to chill with like your mates, help some people out, and you know, soak up the entire day and get some volunteering hours. I thought that was like a really good win-win situation for me, and that proved pretty valuable in the eyes of the employer. They love to see someone who's committed to what they do. Hours and anything that's quantifiable actually shows you that, right? It's easy to say that I volunteer at school, and I recommend that you do volunteer at school as a stepping stone into these sort of endeavors. But, you know, getting like awards such as, you know, the Premier's Black Opal Award, like 150 hours in volunteering, and other sort of recognition, like through Duke of Ed or whatever it might
Just
be.
resume fillers, pretty much.
100%. And that stuff starts to stack up. That's your first way to go. Second way to go, I was pretty lucky. My dad's works in the financial industry. He has his own firm. I worked with him for a little bit, not too long, just enough to, experience the world of accounting and finance, and also, start to gain an interest in it. Another important thing was the wow factor at an interview. If you really want to surprise your interviewer, essentially you need to discuss the company's values, qualities, and how you align with them.
So you got to research that before you go to the interview.
100%.
So everything about the company.
Yeah, 100%. And I would also say you need to research the field. And the good thing for me, at least, was I'm coming in from year 12. They know that these guys have no experience whatsoever. So anything that I add on top it's like, okay, wow, that's a check, that good stuff. And it's not just like one thing at all, you have to have this full rounded experience, right? Work experience, peer mentoring, peer support. We had well-being workshop, good academics as well. We can't leave that out, but all-rounded is what you want.
Yeah.
Came into the interviewer. One thing that was what stood out in my interview for those for the interviewers, in terms of my knowledge of the accounting field, was I was talking about quite up-to-date and contemporary topics, particularly like the issue of cryptocurrency, which is an unregulated market, right? And then, but is also an asset, right? And so what happens when we start to sell those assets overseas in Australia, and those impacts for both the ATO, the taxation office, and also your own individual tax return? How is that being kept up to date? And so I was discussing a few policies around that, and that I think that's what kind of stood out, because I remember one of the interviewers, looked over to the other interviewer. I was like, "Oh, did you know that?" And then she was like, they had like a little chit chat as well. Right. Also, coming into the interview, so that they were like, "Oh yeah, not too bad." And I was like, it's a pretty good feeling. Coming into that interview as well, I was coming off a couple of other interviews, a lot of application prep, not only through realistic interviews, but through friends like Isaac, Harun, throughout the group. So that really provided me some confidence and just calmed the nerves a little bit. It's really important that when people say like, "Oh, you get into the interview, you want it to be a conversation," and genuinely just have it as a conversation. If you know your stuff, you know yourself, and you know the company, you're G, right? Just talk to them. 1-to-1, it's like a chit chat. That's what's.
You go.
I was like, that's what's really gonna sell yourself.
Okay, no, I was gonna say you had to write like 3K words on yourself, just like.
Yeah, so essentially the UBS cadetship was our first cadetship that we all applied for. And I think looking back at that, we all went a bit too overkill with the word count. But, they know that as well. Like, they know at this age, or you don't know as much about the corporate lifestyle and what the process is. So it was okay. We did write a lot, and it still comes in handy till today, where you have each question lined out, answers to each question.
Okay.
And you can always just cut, copy, paste, rewrite, and chuck it into the next application.
Okay, so I think you do talk about this in your video, in your cadetship video.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what did it offer you when you were there? Like the cadetship itself? Because I know it's like, dude, it's so hard to get, right? Like the cadetship itself. Yeah. So there must be some benefits which you saw going into it, which is what I want to hear about. Because for me, it's like, that's something I would never do. It's 3K words of myself. Yeah. That's too difficult. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like having to apply yourself.
The entire process.
Exactly.
And that's just the start of it, bro. And then when you get into it, you actually have to do the work.
Yeah, exactly. Not only that, but you had like the Duke of Edinburgh hikes. You had like you had to wake up early in the morning. I don't know for St. John's, but definitely for the knocking service. Yeah. Yeah. That's just something I would not be committed over years and years to do. You know what I mean?
100%.
So what was the payoff?
What was the payoff? Well, let's keep money to this side. I feel like money is just.
Let's not. Money's a plus side.
Alright. So like for us, in our first year, we got paid. We had a salary package of 41,000. Alright. So it's okay, dude. When you do the hours and you calculate it, it literally becomes $20 an hour.
Okay.
So it's not crazy.
It's not like you're not getting paid much, but you're getting paid a lot. Like
It's just a lot.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. It's the quantity that really matters, because you're working 40 hours a week, 240 hours a month. You know, that just stacks up. 600 hours in like whatever semester or something.
And was it like
so that stacks up?
Was it like hard work, or were you like just a glorified assistant?
No, so that was one of the benefits of working at like a more smaller to medium firm. You actually like almost right off the bat, you're getting work that needs to be done. It needs to be sent out. It's not like they're chucking you into filing or whatever. You know, you go file 1,000 pages. You know, alphabetical, buying some random shit. At least in my team, our team was kind of small. You know, we had a few people who leave. The cadet who taught me left around 2 months after, or even a month after I came. And so yeah, essentially all her responsibilities was onto me now, even though I haven't been trained up, right? So I'm training at the same time as like trying to output that same level of work.
Okay. Right.
It is difficult. You just got to take everything with open mind. You know, if you get roasted, you get roasted. That's life.
Okay.
You know, that's life. You know, even if you get roasted like 5 times, or then you got to be like changing up what you do.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I've been roasted a shit ton.
Okay.
Like a shit ton.
No, I used to work at Domino's. I'd get roasted every day. Every single day. Working at
I
Domino's.
know, bro, dude.
Job.
Literally every day you get tortured. See, me, I like to say my manager and I had like a more bantery sort of like. Yeah. You know, like as the months went down, I could roast him back as well.
Okay.
So it was a chill vibe. Obviously, the other teams who sit around us are like, "What the fuck? These guys are just going straight savage." But like, we had like a bit of an understanding. But yeah, dude. Like, I went in with open mindset, right? You go in, you just like whatever criticism you get, take it down, note it down, think about it, and think how you can act upon it, right? Now, let's go back to the original question. What am I getting out of this, right? Yeah. Number one, work experience, right? Professional development is very important. It looks good on your resume. If you want to think of it as a stepping stone to your dream position, if that's not your dream position, think of it that way. If you want to think it as a graduate pipeline into that same business for when you finish university, think of it that way. There is no harm in differentiating yourself through work experience.
I think something else you're forgetting is that after your 4 or 5 years as a cadet, you pretty much have a secure job if you're not.
That's graduate pipeline.
Yeah. Okay. Graduate pipeline. Yeah.
So, but yeah, no. Essentially, you get a sweet ass spot. You know, you've built up really good relations at this firm, and like hella comfortable, right?
Okay. Right.
Nothing to lose there on that end. You know, you get to apply work. You get to see what work is like in real life. University does not give you even 1% of that experience at all until you go on an internship or work experience. And in fact, it was only working that really kind of told me that I wanted to shift degrees. Right. So I think that's kind of an interesting highlight, that say I had not worked, then I could still be studying comm law.
And then down the line, you're like, this is not what I want to do.
Yeah.
And you've wasted 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years, yep.
How'd you balance like uni stuff? Because I know it's pretty difficult just doing uni, but on top of 40 hours a week, that could get quite stressful. Yeah,
100%. Like, you know, first years, I think we had a little bit more leeway, but it's still equally difficult. You know, you just got to sacrifice things, right? And you got to become more efficient with your time. Okay. Simple as that.
Can't waste any time.
Don't waste any time. You know, like I'm talking about cutting out all the social media, all that random shit. Cut it out, right? You have to gain enjoyment from the things that are productive.
Okay.
So let's say you're working, do your work and gain enjoyment from talking to your colleagues and gratification from that. That's your enjoyment for the day. It's not from watching YouTube or scrolling through Insta or TikTok or whatever that random shit is, right? Okay. Yep. Second thing, you're studying, like whenever you're not working, you're studying, right? So you wake up, you know, I would study before, like I would wake up like 5 or 6 in the morning, study until like 7, get ready, leave, study on the train for an hour, get to work, study at lunchtimes or go for a run at lunchtimes with my mate. So that was another gratification.
Just using all the time you possibly can.
All of it, just maximize it, right? And like for me, one of the highlights of the day is going for this run in the city and taking a cold water shower just with my best mate, right? There's like great fun, great banter. You got exercise. You got all the endorphins running through your brain, your body, and it feels dope. And that's like the highlight of the day. Every day, that was a highlight. And if I'm not going for a run, then I'm studying at lunch or something like that. Okay. Or even you could take a break here and there. But end of the day, 5 p.m. on a train, study, get home, eat dinner. If you need to study a bit more, otherwise you can relax for a little bit and repeat.
Okay,
that's basically it, man.
So why'd you quit then? You sound like you had this whole train going, and then you're just like, fuck that, I'm out.
Yeah. So essentially, 1 year passed. After 1 year, you get one full semester at university.
Yeah.
And that one, so as to preface, when you're working full time, you're going half a day or 1 day a week to uni. Half a day is what you've been given. If you want another half a day, so you add them up for a full day, you'll have to work 3.5 hours extra or 4 hours extra on the other day. So 1 hour each day more. So your 9 to 5 becomes an 8 to 5. Right. So yeah, I was only getting like 1/5, 20% of the uni experience. My uni experience was going in 2 hour lecture, 4 lectures, full-time university. And that was about it. During holidays, you work 5 days a week, no break. And yeah, at the end of the year, you get your Christmas holidays, public holidays, and you get 4 weeks of annual leave, which you probably soak up during exams or just taking a break here and there, maybe on your birthday. So yeah, it could be considered the worst of both worlds at the same time. You know, when you're working, you still get to relax on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. When you're working and studying, you're still studying on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, right.
When you're in uni, obviously, it's like basically a
holiday. You just wanted to like kind of push off work till later, even though it's good experience.
So I went for this semester 1, 2021, went for a full-time university. Yeah. Was great time. Had a lot of fun. A lot of fucking fun, bro. Chilling with the boys, meeting new people, just genuinely studying and enjoying the degree, the new degree until COVID as well. Yeah. But I mean, I was pretty lucky to just have the full semester at uni. No stress there. The holidays were ruined a little bit, but I left before the lockdown happened, and before like near the end of my of the semester, I was like, all right, you know what, I want to go for another semester. And yeah, so I was like, hand in resignation letter and everything. So I called it day. So there was a couple of things, I changed up my degree, so I knew I didn't want to really be working in the accounting field as much anymore. Another thing was the university experience that I was missing out on, which I wanted to focus on and completely enjoy. And yeah, I thought it was time to change, bro.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
enough.
You gotta keep stay on. You gotta
keep moving. You gotta keep it moving.
Keep moving, keep cruising. I wanted to spend more time on just making content. Like in the first episode, I discussed about legacy, and I wanted to spend time on trying to output as much content as possible.
I'm saying that.
Yeah, bro. You never know what happens.
I've seen that in your viewer growth, man. I've seen that.
Yeah.
We're hitting 100. You're hitting 100. Yeah. You're hitting 100. 100 version. 3 more songs.
100, boy. I'm so pumped, bro. I'm actually so pumped.
It's mad. It's actually mad.
Yeah. But yeah, in the end, it was like, it's not even like... Yeah, I mean, yeah. What else? Any other questions around that?
No, I think that's it. You pretty much summed it all up. Yeah. Mint.
Top notch, bro.
Yeah.
Man. Quick question, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Odds on to shave your head.
Not again.
No. Odds on. Come on. Me and you, bro. Me and you.
Again.
You can choose. Come on.
I can't.
I'll do it as well, bro.
I can't. Alright.
I'll sweeten the deal. Yeah, I'll sweeten the deal.
Yeah.
Like a normal odds on, it would be either or, right?
Yeah.
If you get it, I'll still do it.
Alright, at the start of the next year, but 2022.
Dude, now, we're in lockdown. There's 800 cases. We're not going anywhere, bro. For the rest of the year, bro. Come on, bro.
1 to
10. 1 to 10. Let's go.
1
to 10. Let's go, bro. I'm losing out in both circumstances right now. I'm just trying to. Wait, what am I doing, bro?
1 to 10.
Why am I trying to sweeten the deal?
1 to 10.
1 to 10? Okay. How does this work? Is it still either or?
Yeah,
am I still doing it? You get it as well?
Okay. But I've done this shit already, bro. I've done this shit.
Dude, it's good. It's G.
Alright,
so how's this working?
If
Is
it
just
if it adds
one person?
if it adds, you do it. If it's the same,
Okay.
we both do it.
Wait, I'm getting fucked over, bro. I'm getting fucked over. I don't know why I said that. How about if it's the same, you're doing it.
And if it's okay. Alright.
And if it adds, I'm doing it.
Alright.
Alright?
Alright.
Oh my god. Wait, if it adds, I'm doing it.
Dude,
What
it's
ten
worse.
is the same,
It's
you're
worse
doing
because there's evidence.
it.
There's
Yeah,
footage.
Okay,
There's footage of
Alright.
this now.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
10.
Oh, you copped out, bro. You copped out. You went with the 10.
Oh, dude.
Man's went with the 10. I was thinking as well,
I'm
bro.
not even risking that shit. I'm not even risking it.
Alright, let's go again. Let's go
No,
again.
we're not
again,
getting
let's
it.
go.
I'm not
Alright,
tempting.
this time, if we... no, genuinely, this time, if you get it, I'll still do it.
I'm not tempting fate, bro.
Let's
That's
go.
enough.
Let's go
That's
one more
enough.
time.
That's enough.
You're safe one more. You're safe one time. Let's go. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Let's go.
Okay.
Alright, so if it adds, you're doing it, right? Alright, no 10, no 0, alright?
Bro.
No 10, no 0. Don't cap on this, bro.
3,
Alright.
2,
2,
1,
1,
2.
7.
Ah.
Oh!
It's too easy, bro. It's too easy. It's too easy. Bro, I'm not doing that shit again. I'm not doing that shit again. It took...
One more time.
My head grows too slow, bro. This is 8 months. This is 8 months, guys.
8 months, bro.
It's too slow. It's too
Man's needs the weekend hair ASAP.
slow. I need it, bro. Need the
He
pineapple.
needs it
I'm
ASAP,
winning the
bro.
pineapple.
Dude, that and the beard, bro. Jeez, man.
Bro, he's glowed
Bro,
up.
with it-
He's glowed up. He's glowed up.
Hey, dude, you know what's funny,
about to
dude?
glow up. He bought a
Money-
mansion. He bought a mansion recently. $70 million in LA.
No way.
He just dropped 70 million, bro.
70 million. I
Yeah.
didn't know he was that rich, bro.
He's
Last time I
balling.
checked, he had like 30 million.
He's balling, bro. He's balling. You know the halftime show? He dropped like 7 mil of his own money on that shit.
I heard.
Yeah,
Because he wanted to, it's because he wanted to reflect Tarantino's sort of style or some shit like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I know. It was kind of deep. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad, bro, mad.
Money
Money brings about a glow up. That's what
Money
we can...
brings about. Is that his lyric?
No.
You know who I want to big up? The
Who?
Kid Laroi.
Oh,
51 million listeners monthly.
he
listens on
overtook
Spotify.
Drake, actually. That's mad.
That's crazy nuts.
That's mad.
And
That's
what
mad.
was very, very cool
Yeah.
was I was on Apple, right?
Yeah.
And it was on Apple AU. It's his picture using a
No
Mac.
way.
Yes.
No way. He got sponsored
Yes,
by Apple.
bro. I don't know if he's sponsoring Apple or is I don't know.
No,
what the fuck is
definitely
happening
Apple.
now. Apple
Definitely.
sponsoring.
That's mad. That's mad.
That's mad, bro.
Dude, just
so
by
mad.
just
Like,
by releasing some songs on SoundCloud, getting some traction,
yeah.
he's up there. He's
I mean, he got mentored by Juice when he came to Australia.
that's
as
true.
well.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So, but that's like been big for him. But mad, bro, mad.
Yeah.
That's what anyone can do, bro.
No, not anyone. There is a certain
No, not anyone, but like what I'm saying is like if you have a skill, you have an ability to do something.
and you
like
know
this,
you know how to market it. You know how to like sell it.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Anyone.
know, like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, man. But yeah, big ups to Mans.
Yeah.
And dude, we were talking about Donda like 2 weeks ago or 3
It's
weeks
still
ago.
not out. That shit
It's
is still not out.
fucking out.
So what I've heard now is there's
Yeah.
got to be a third listening event.
I heard this as well,
So-
and after the listening event, it's gonna be released.
So
It's gonna be dropped.
So the
no matter
first one was like hell because he was wearing like red shit, and the
Yeah.
second one was purgatory, and the third one's gonna be heaven. And then that's
Oh,
apparently
shit.
because he's really religious, so it's gonna be
what. Yeah.
apparently. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's true.
I mean, Jesus is King, bro. He
Jesus
made
is King.
he scrapped the
Jesus is
entire Yandi album just for Jesus
Yeah,
King.
yeah, that's mad.
But fuck.
It's gonna
But
be
yeah,
ages.
Then, no, apparently it's just next week though.
Yeah, well, he said that. He's been saying that for weeks.
Yeah,
He's
that's
been saying
true.
that
It's
for
capped. Everything's capped.
he's
Boys.
been saying that for
Everything's
a full
capped.
year now.
We've been played.
We've been played.
Play the DJ cabinet, bro. Congratulations, you've been played.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
played yourself.
Yeah.
And where's CLB? You reckon CLB will drop like
I don't know, bro.
how long?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Fuck, man.
That was.
What
that
would
shit
you
was
rather, Donda or CLB?
Probably CLB, bro. To be honest.
Ah,
To
the
be
fucking
honest.
ops, bro. The
So
ops,
all
man.
I'm
The
all I'm
ops.
looking forward to Donda is Hurricane, if it has Weekend on it.
How do you know? Oh, cause okay, right.
Yeah.
If it's got the weekend on
Yeah,
it.
but other than that,
Fair,
I'm
bro.
not. Oh, it's whatever. It's whatever.
It's a lot. It's what it is. What it is. All right, yeah, I wanted to talk about. We never got to talk about your fitness grind
Right.
in your introduction video,
Right.
episode 2.
Ask away, bro. Ask away.
Ask away, bro. Man's. I saw Man's after lockdown. What was like 3 months last year for the first time after 3 months, and yeah, it was pretty fucking crazy, dude. It was nuts. I saw Param and I was like, yo, we were at Kishan's birthday party and I'm like, yo, this guy, dude. And I'm literally like, Param's standing right here. I'm here. And I'm telling every single other person who's also looking at Param, I'm like, bro, did you see Param? I'm like, Tim, you see Param, bro? The glow up is insane. Everyone's like, yeah, we see. I'm like, bro, this is nuts. I swear I was the only hype. I was the only guy.
No. I think you were a little bit gone.
hype.
I think you were a little bit gone at the time. That's why.
No, it was before. I swear it was before I even. Maybe, but throughout the entire night as well.
Yeah.
But, dude, Wagwan, how did you do it?
Well, I mean, I just started caring, bro. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
But I swear, like, surely in year 12,
Yeah.
you'd already had a little bit of that.
Do you remember in like
momentum?
year 11? Year 11,
Yeah.
like, I was like pretty skinny. I don't know if you remember, but like I went from like being like
You did,
fat
yeah.
to skinny.
Yeah.
And then I went back because I stopped caring. And I lost
Right.
it. I lost it like uncontrollably, and I lost it
Yeah.
pretty unhealthily. I just stopped eating.
Yeah.
I started controlling. I didn't do any exercise.
Yeah.
I just stopped eating. And then like
Right.
it started to show, but I just started looking really weakly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then when
Yeah.
HSC started, I was like, I can't be.
Yeah,
Right? I
100%.
need to study. I need to eat. I need to because
Yeah.
I wasn't eating any carbs, right? And you need carbs
Yeah.
to function properly.
Yeah,
And
of
I was
course,
just like,
yeah.
my tests were becoming really bad, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
eat. And then
Yeah.
I became round again. And then
Yeah.
after that in uni, I was like, all right, time to start taking care of myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's been.
How'd you find that balance of like, you're going from not eating at all to eating a shit ton? How are you finding that
it
balance right
wasn't-
now?
It wasn't eating a shit ton. It's
Right.
always like a gradual descent or ascent. Like
Okay.
at the start in year 11, it went from like eating normally to like the next day I was eating like a banana and like, you know,
Yeah, okay,
and
right.
it was like, no, not a banana in the whole day. Like,
Yeah.
like for breakfast, I was having
Yeah,
like
okay.
2 Weet-Bix and then a banana for a
Yeah.
snack. And it was just, I just feel hungry, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Of course, man.
But of course.
Who doesn't, bro?
Of course. But now it's a lot healthier. Like
Yeah.
since I started exercising, I've started like counting how much to eat, and
Yeah.
I mean not anymore because lockdown's done and
Yeah,
lockdown's on, and I haven't been going gym,
Yeah.
but before like just counting how much you eat.
You said you didn't exercise before.
Yeah.
When did you realize you needed to?
When I was a fat, and I was a
No, I mean like. You're like shit. I should probably exercise. No, but like knowing, like I've known you for so long, bro. Like
Yeah.
and I've pushed you. I remember pushing you like, oh, bro, you need to go for like jogs. You need to start doing like hitting some gym. Pull ups, push ups, whatever. And there was the entire thing with the rents and stuff. But like aside from that, you said, year 12 or year 11, you were not eating as much, but you weren't exercising though. So
Yeah.
obviously you're like, oh, bro, I maybe exercise. You just didn't think about it, right? But if you still got that, a bit more thinner body shape, how did you know that exercise was important?
well.
Was there anything in particular?
Because when I lost weight really quick, I remember it was like 12 kilograms in like 2 weeks or something. Oh no,
Shit.
not 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months.
Okay, 2 months. Okay,
Yeah,
I mean
okay.
that's still pretty fucked up.
And
Yeah.
I was like at the start I was like 90, and I
Yeah.
ended up at 78, like in year
Yeah.
11. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just feel weak and tired, and like I want to eat. I'm hungry all the time, like tired
Right.
all the time. And I was like, this is not
Yeah.
on, especially not for HSC. Like it'll run for prelims. Who really cares, right? But I remember in my second maths exam in year 11,
Yeah.
I missed a whole page.
Because you're just tired.
I don't know. I don't know if it had anything to do with eating, but it was
Yeah.
in the peak of my like trying to diet. I missed a whole page of maths, right? And
Oh, you didn't see it.
I didn't see the whole page. Like,
Oh, you didn't
Yeah.
see it, right? Oh, I remember this.
yeah, I lost like 9 or 10 marks, like
Yeah.
straight up. And in
Yeah.
an exam that's like 50, and it like out of like 55 to 60,
Yeah.
in an exam that's like
determines
if
year
you,
12.
If you miss out on a few marks, you drop
Yeah.
like 20 to 30 ranks.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
100%.
and I
yeah.
capped myself at like 70 or like
Yeah,
80
yeah,
or some shit
yeah,
like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that made me really stressed because I remember
yeah,
I wanted to do for you, and
yeah.
if I didn't get it,
At
if I didn't,
NSB, 4 unit
Yeah.
needs only top 70 students get it. If you're not in the top 70, there's no chance that you get to sit the 4 unit maths course in year 12.
yeah. So pretty much, I was just like stressing out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I did well in my first exam. Second exam, I completely missed out all these marks. I was like stressed what I'm gonna do in year 12 because I really wanted to do for you. And then
100%, yeah.
and then so I was like, I need to change. I need to start eating. And then
Yeah.
happy end of story. I did really well in my finals for year 11.
You got into 4
Yeah, I
unit.
go for you. Yeah, I go for you.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear, bro.
Yeah.
How are you finding gym?
Yeah, good.
Aside from lockdown, just in general.
Well, like I only really even started like start of this year. Like
Yeah.
I know you're talking about last year, Kashan's, but I didn't even like
Yeah.
start proper exercising till the start of this year. Like
For sure.
I'd
Yeah.
say before that it was just some ab exercises at home, but
Yeah.
the breaks in between were like 5 minutes between the exercises. I'd just be on my phone scrolling. So the entire exercise was like 3 hours, but
I remember this. The boys used to get on a Zoom call or Skype call, and we're like, "All right, where's Param?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna exercise and shower, and then I'll come." All right, max 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Like you can't exercise that much at home, right? And this guy just doesn't show up. We finished the call at like 1 a.m. at night, and he's like, "All right, why one, guys?"
I remember I was like, "Oh yeah, guys, I've got 2 sets. I'll be right up, right?" And then I turn up 2 hours later after everyone's done. Yeah. Oh my god! Yeah, no, it was not good. It was not good. But I was losing weight, so I was like, you know what? I'll keep it up.
I mean, it's maintenance.
Yeah, yeah. So pretty much like I ended year 12, like started 2020. I started at like 90 kilos again. I went all the way back up, but I started 2021 at 72. So I'd lost like 18, 20 kilos over the course of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
And then right now I'm like 80. So I think after all the gym I've gained.
I think you found a really healthy balance. Like from visually, like that this is where you want to be at. Now, whether you want to change your body fat percentage and then change that to muscle. Or that's up to you. But like,
yes,
you look good.
Yeah. So the goal is like 15% body fat, which is like where the like abs will start to show. But then
for sure.
We'll see. It's pretty difficult, especially now.
It's the grind, bro. The lockdown fucks you up,
lockdown
bro.
does fuck
Lockdown actually fucks
you
up.
I
was grinding.
Yeah, I was going every day.
Yeah.
I was going every day. I was doing abs and cardio every day. But ever since like lockdown was starting, I was like, no, fuck this, I can't.
Yeah. This time I found that last lockdown I found a lot of lack of motivation in studying for university. This time I found it in exercise. But uni is pretty good.
You found a lack of motivation in exercise?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the same intensity because I think over the last semester with so much social contact with everyone and exercising and, you know, like that in that sort of environment, as soon as I went into lockdown, I'm like, oh shit, like a huge part of me has just been lost.
It's like...
And like that enjoyment.
What I think is that when we're going out, we're eating out a lot. And that does like... I remember days when I'd be going out. Not only was I eating a shit ton of carbs, like eating a shit ton... I'd get home at like 10 a.m. the next day, or like 11 a.m. the next day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't gym either day.
Yeah.
Because I get home and I sleep. I'm too tired, I'm fatigued.
You can't, bro. You can't. And you have no energy.
Yeah, so that's why social life does fuck it up. But you got to find the balance somehow. Like, you can't give up either thing.
Yeah. For me, what I was trying to say, like, more like, as, you know, like playing basketball with the boys was really good source, and then gymming with 𝐏𝐻𝐿𝐴 at like uni, boxing, martial arts, that sort of stuff, like with other boys. That was what was like keeping it like very enjoyable. I feel like even you, like if you had like a gym buddy, right? If we gym together, for example, obviously it's not possible because we live so far away. But if you had a gym buddy, I think you already go 7 days a week. But if you wanted to like at some point, if you were like slacking off, for example, that would I'm 100% sure that would
motivate
keep you
me
in the rhythm 100%. Because Me and you both, bro, we're hella social.
Yep.
Hella social,
Yep.
I reckon.
Yep.
And that sort of shit keeps
And
you
it
going.
would just help. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people I know here, but not many.
Yeah.
And it's
But I respect anyone who can like thrive at a really high level consistently, independently.
Yeah,
I would
for
aspire
sure.
to be that sort of
For sure.
sort of person. And I guess it's just, getting used to it. Not more to say that.
No, for sure.
Dude, we could like wrap up the podcast here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
pretty
as well.
interesting.
I think it was like short and sweet, and I think
Short and sweet.
yeah, I reckon.
We've had a couple long ones.
Yeah.
Make
I reckon
this
it's
one
good.
short, bro.
Yeah, without Shalaby, I reckon he's got exams. We just wrap it up. Yeah.
Nah, he just left, bro.
Yeah, he just left.
Alright, it's been your boy Aryan.
It's been
I
Param.
like the swag.
It's been Param.
Oh, I
And
actually
yeah,
love the
thanks for
sweat.
watching another podcast.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you next time.
See you
Give me
next
the
time.
sweat.
Peace.
Give me the sweat. Come on. What's the sweat? What's the sweat?